Morning. Alright, well, we're out at a pasture, that summer pasture that I've got cows, and we brought them here about a week ago, and we need to get mineral put out for them. So while I had the Ranger hooked up and on the trailer, I was just going to go ahead and run up here and put out some mineral. So we've got 3 bags. We'll run it out there in the pasture and go give it to those cows. Well, I forgot about this. I forgot about that the top of this one had got ripped off last year. Dadgummit. Well, shoot. I hate to put out mineral because it's supposed to rain the next several days. I really don't want to put out mineral and then they get a bunch of rain on it. So I think I'll just throw 1 bag in here. I gotta get that fixed. Well, so before I go off and get fertilizer, I got to get these calves fed. We'll just do a quick little rundown of what we got here. Over here we've got 33 feeders that we weaned back March 1st. There was actually 42 or 3 total. I've pulled out some bulls that I'm going to raise, pulled out some keeper heifers, and then what's left, I think there's 33 feeders in there. Out of those 33, 21 will be kept to finish out and sell on the rail, sell on the grid. Out here we've got 17 that were weaned last fall, and we backgrounded over the winter, and back in January they went on a finish ration. So these are getting finished out, hopefully for the end of June, into July, we'll just see. So I gotta get them fed. This is the feeder calf ration. It's very similar to the finished ration, but it has corn, distillers, soy hull pellets, whole cottonseed, that's the fluffy stuff you see, and then some other minor ingredients. This is about a 13.8% crude protein. It's relatively high in fiber because the soy hulls and the whole cottonseed pellets has some fat from the whole cottonseed. This is a higher protein, higher fiber, a little bit lower energy diet, kind of a grower ration for these calves. And then the finished steers, it's very similar, has all the same ingredients, but it's actually lower in protein, a little bit lower in fiber, and more corn, so it's a higher energy content for finishing them out. And they're getting 2% of their body weight. These are getting a little over 1%. About 1.2, 1.3% of their body weight. So I need to get this stuff put out, and then we got to go get fertilizer. Alright, I've already got the buggy hooked up to the truck. We're going to back this out, head up to the co-op, get some fertilizer for the first place, and we'll come back, put her on the 7130, and head out and go get it spread. Alright, off to the co-op we go. Alright, we're at the first place. This is just one little patch of about 30 acres. And we're going to go ahead and unhook the buggy here in the field. Then we're going to run back and get the tractor, come and hook up to it and get started. But what we've got in here is about 6,300 pounds of a 40-40-40. So we've got nitrogen, potash, and potassium. We're going to put on This is hay ground. We don't run cows on it. This is strictly, we bale it about twice a year. It's mostly fescue. So let's get this unhooked and we'll go get the tractor. Whew, that's a workout. Alright, let's go get the Alright, let's get this old girl started. This is our 2008 7130 John Deere. Go and turn on our light bar. And we'll give this a minute to warm up a second before we take off. Alright. We're headed out. We're going to go right down the road, just about a mile, hook up to that fertilizer buggy, get that 30 acres done. Hopefully before lunch. I'd like to be able to get back to the co-op and get the next load for the final place, which is where we put mineral out this morning. I'd like to get that done before lunch, but we'll see. Now we just need to get this thing set up. So we are on low range. I already made that mistake once. Alright, low range, top number, and I need to put on 200 pounds, about 207. Looks like 3.5 is 195. That's pretty close. So it looks like I need to crank this opener. Alright, let's go get lined up. And we'll get started. And we're running. And it looks like we're spreading. Alright, we'll get down to the end here, turn around and get out and go check things, make sure everything looks alright. So, this spreader spreads a 50-foot spread pattern. How I like to do it is make my first straight pass, set up the GPS, and then continue on around the field doing the ends, because this spreader you can turn it on and off with hydraulics. So we'll go around and do our ends and outside edges of the field, just like if you're planting, and then we'll start going back and forth, and when I get the ends I'll turn it on and shut it off and whatnot. Alright, well, we just finished this buggy and finished this place. I'm gonna go check and see how much is left in the buggy. I think there might still be just a dab. Yeah, just a little bit. We're gonna spread it on the front of this. Unfortunately, this portion of this place, we didn't bale it twice last year like we normally do, and this edge around here where it's cleaner, the owner brush hogged, and we were hoping he'd brush hog the whole thing, but he didn't. And this broom sedge is just ridiculously thick. It doesn't get like this because we bale it twice a year, but we didn't. Man, that's bad. That's bad. This stuff's bad. Cows don't eat it, and especially now that it's sat all winter. It's like this. All this is basically straw. So there's going to be a bunch of just non-palatable, edible forage in the hay off this spot this year, which is unfortunate. It's probably not going to be very good hay, unless we got it baled early enough that the fescue and stuff was high quality and it kind of evened it out, but I don't know. Well, let's go, let's finish this off, then we're going to run to town in this rig. I'm not going to bother unhooking it, and we're just going to run to town and get the fertilizer for the next place. Alright, that's one of the two down. It's almost noon, so we'll go ahead and grab some fertilizer for this next spot and then run home and get some dinner and get done. Alright, well, we're almost done. I've got just a little bit left in the spreader, and I've got a little strip over here that I'm going to go put it on, but we're almost done. It's only 2 in the afternoon. I still need to grind some feed here when I get back to the farm, but we'll be done in just a jiffy. Well, we got her all done, and everybody's out planting corn. It's dry enough. Everybody's going to town like crazy.